Namaste, everyone. Namaste. How is it going? I can't wait. I can't wait to see how it's going. I mean, we haven't planned a written guided meditation, but we had some guided meditation in the morning. So maybe now we will hear from you. How is it going? What are your discoveries, and if concerns, I'm here for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't have any question now. I just wanted to be here in front of you.
Yes, is it comfortable being or not?
Yes. It wasn't easy before the retreat. It was strangely.
It is past. Yeah.
Strangely difficult.
It is past.
Yes.
Let's leave it.
I know.
How is it now?
Just one sentence, please.
Yes.
I wanted to talk to you about noise. Maybe you might remember, maybe not. That's my main concern.
So you have
life.
a question then?
No,
Because
it
so
disappeared.
this is what then? What is it? If you want to talk about noise, it means that there is concern with the noise. This is a question.
But it's not here anymore.
Great. So let's leave it.
Yes. What I discovered yesterday is I miss something when I'm not in my heart. So I miss life when I'm not there.
Of course.
Yes.
When we are not in our natural state, we are missing life.
Yes.
Guys, we have such an amazing life, which is just passing by and we are not even noticing it. We are not even living it. Of course, when we are clouded in our minds, we are not experiencing full dimension of life. So we miss it.
Yes. And whole new dimensions open when I come back to my heart again.
Great.
And I'm very often in my heart because I keep remembering it.
Great.
So
Great.
actually, I'm very determined to go along.
You are?
Very determined
To?
to go to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And to go along all the way.
So where would you like to go?
I want to be less. I want the person.
Okay, I want to be less. Okay, let's slow down, because for me it's too fast. I have to slow down. So you have to also slow down. Everybody has to slow down, so we can really take every word where it is. You want to be less.
The person, yes.
Who wants to be less? Please raise your hands. Who wants to be less? So how can we be less? How to be less? By doing, can we do less? Let's inquire everybody. Can we do less? Meaning, by doing less, is it really less?
The mind is very strong, and if these personal things come back, when I'm ready, I can let them go.
You cannot do anything. You cannot let go. It is not you who is letting go. It is just clarity of the seeing. You are not doing anything here. Don't try to do anything here, everyone. It's not for us to do anything here. Please hear me. It's not for us to do anything here. Please take it right. Because if you do something here, it means you are doing it within mind. So, if you are doing it with your mind, you can do something, but it will be not what you really want. It will not give you the result you really want. It will be the personal achievement. I did well. I did well. I'm happy with myself because I did well. Today I did good. Later on I did wrong. So this is I. My achievement. Subtle, very subtle. Get it right. Get the seeing right. It is not for us to achieve anything. It's from us. This I which can do something, this is just a mind. By that you achieve nothing. You will just put more mind. If it will be more spiritual, if it will be more beautiful, but it will be still mind. You don't really want that. You want to see from beyond what is what. So this is not an achievement. It is just a clarity. Letting go of myself achieving. Letting go of myself even understanding, even knowing. Letting go myself. Death of these ideas. Every time. Because, okay, let's say you have the feeling, I get it right, it is nice, but you still have it here. This is still your experience. Whose experience is that? And is it really about achieving this experience? It will be gone tomorrow, for sure, because this is just a state. It has to be gone. If not tomorrow, couple days after, it will change. So it is not to achieve something with our desire even, this way. It's really just discrimination, what is what. And when you see what is what, the letting go of these achievements naturally happens. You just naturally, forget it. This way. Every time this way.
I discovered during the last, I would say, 25 years that it helped me to let go my personal problems or everything that pulled me back. It helped me a lot.
What helped you?
That I worked on the person's problems. So I feel easier now. Less
So you can continue this.
Sorry?
You can continue this if it's helpful
No.
for you.
No, I understand what you say because I've experienced it. But for example, after last May when you were here, I had a beautiful time afterwards. Or last year in Zimar in October, I was in my heart for 2 weeks. And I worked just on the moment, so I didn't have to think about anything. Yeah. I didn't have to think what I want to say because it just came.
Yes.
But it disappeared every time.
Okay, so what is your concern exactly?
Maybe it's my mistake that
it's
I
not
believe.
A mistake. It's just really focus on what's important here. Why did you felt better? Why did you felt this way? Because the question comes a little bit from the complaint. It disappeared. And then the personal problems, and I'm solving personal problems. It might be probably it's experience of many of you. But please, when you are in the retreats, it's more, in the satsang retreats, it's more like really to see. Because at some point you really understand that all suffering comes from the mind. All suffering comes from the mind. And there is really very near to you the medicine where you can just heal yourself from that immediately. There is a longer way to this, and there is short way. So I will not tell you something more. It's just this, and coming back to this all the time. Because there is no compromise for the truth. You want to have a compromise. There is no compromise. I don't give any compromise here. And you better also. Because if you will not compromise with yourself, your experience will be freedom. But you want to have a little bit of compromise. So the feeling is like, this way. Don't compromise with this. Because this compromise is just a mind, I want this and this and this and this and this and this. No, please, I don't want to leave this. Give me everything. But this is just prolonging of suffering. Quite universal for human beings. Until we are fed up. Okay?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. This is about my experience of the morning meditation. So that was the first part of it, when you said just rest from everything, from the mind, from thoughts from everything. And you also said that time, then you don't even need to do anything, you don't even have to be aware, then you are aware.
Yeah, awareness is not doing anything.
Yes,
Everything is just done.
yes. And at that point, I was in full peace.
In what?
Peace, very peaceful. And and the thoughts was still there, but actually, I don't know, it was there or not, sorry. But it was peace. And then you said, now this is the point when we start to do the self-inquiry. And all the peace was gone.
So what started happening? So what started happening?
And started happening, then mind is switched on again and started to tell me, okay, now you have to do something. And that was a kind of contradiction for me, because the first part was just doing really nothing for me, and it was just as it is, some openness. And after my mind said, okay, that was the openness, but wasn't clarity.
Wasn't clarity?
Wasn't clarity. You couldn't see that difference. It was just the openness, okay. But now you have to do something for the clarity.
No, it was actually, I point towards something same. So I point towards something same all the time. So before I said now we started doing self-inquiry, there was same peace underneath. And when I said the sentence, and now we do self-inquiry, see the same piece was underneath, the same. And it's not something different we started doing, but what happens in your case, that it awoke your mind to do it only. But it's not for that reason I said that. It's not for our mind to do it. It's more like from that moment I was giving the sentence examples to check. But the checking doesn't happen with the mind. Checking is not for the mind. So in your case, it's just the activity of the mind awoke in that moment to do something. But it is not a purpose to do it with a mind. Because what? First of all, we discover the platform, we discover the base, we discover the silence. But this is also very good to, and very important to confirm inside kind of qualities of this, kind of nature of this. It is also important because this gives rest. Because if we discover this underneath silence and we know that something like that is our nature, but if we don't check what it means actually, what actually our nature is like in experience also, it usually doesn't bring rest. So it was just your mind awoke more a little bit, so don't bring it too much attention.
Yes, I know that your purpose wasn't that awaken our mind, but I know what you mean in here, or I don't know, but it was just that feeling that I wasn't successful.
So again, just notice what's happened. Again, let's slow down. So there is a silence, there is peace. And then there is a sentence. So let's start the self-inquiry. And you appear. you appear and you identify as you.
Yes.
But this is seen. So when this you appears as you bring yourself to real, to where you actually are, and watch this you feeling. Don't take it seriously, just watch it until it dissolves in your seeing. Which you are you? This you which appears, or this you which witnesses?
Yes, this is kind of clear for me
Good.
sometime. Or
At the moment, is it clear?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, just now it's clear. It's always what I usually say. Then maybe in an hour will something.
It's
Looking
an hour
for
is too much,
the
guys.
way.
Please don't say this. An hour is really too much. Look what is really happening. If it's really clear, you would not say this. Just slow down again. If you really see it right now, and if you allow yourself to rest in what you see, stop bother by the future. In the future, it will be in now anyways, and you'll see then. Guys, this is not a religion here. This is not a teaching here which we have to have. It is just open all the time. We cannot do it, we cannot have it for in an hour. You will be one who have it in an hour, or in one day. It's too much. It's too much work. It's too tight. It's like you are going in the hat, I have it. In an hour I will do this. It happens and I will do this. Leave it. What is protecting this? What wants this protection in an hour? What wants this? This is your mind which wants this protection, this security for within an hour. You just establish yourself in yourself. And when we are established in the self, this is just a trash. Let the future take care of itself. Don't help it. Because it's mental, mind-driven insecurity. Comes from fear. See, what are you lacking at the moment? Are you? Is there any lack at the moment? Rest fully into this moment, this way. Don't think about in 5 minutes or 1 hour. And this moment contains everything as it is. It contains your body as it is. It contains this room as it is. It contains everything as it is, not as it should be. Not as it is right. There is no right. Right is for the mind. Right is stupid. Right is duality. Forget it. The religion is made this way. All teachings are made this way to give a rule how to deal in 1 hour. Forget it. This is a direct pointing. There is really nothing to keep here. It's too much work. Every time you find yourself working, wake up.
Úgy érzed, hogy erőfeszítést teszel és munkát csinálsz, akkor ébredj föl belőle.
And for what you heard yesterday, it's too much.
Tegnap
Also.
túl sok, azt se cipelre.
I was thinking of it all night.
Yes, this. Crazy, no?
Őrület, nem?
When we forget, we have a chance of living. When we remember, this is too much. Please, this is too much. Remembering is in forgetting.
Arra emlékezzünk, hogy felejtsünk.
Who told us how to live?
Ki mondta el nekünk, hogy hogy kéne élni,
We have to live life how somebody should ask to live life?
hogy kell élnünk az életet.
It's crazy.
Mondta nekünk, hogy így kell.
Forget it.
Őrület. Felejtsd el.
Free this. Please,
Szabadulj meg
free this.
az élet.
Does the nature know how to do it right?
Természet megkérdezi, hogy hogy kéne jól csinálni.
It just does,
Csak van
by itself.
önmagában.
The leaf is not asking, should I go this direction? This direction is nice. This one is not good.
Levél se kérdezi.
I mean, you have whole variety of trees, all variety of everything. And only we human beings, we think we are not actually right. This is the only species has this
Kérdezik ezt,
concern.
ami nincs semmi.
We are asking question, what is the meaning of life?
Megkérdezik a kérdés, hogy mi az élet értelme.
And when then we as spiritual gatherings, we have this meaning of life and we feel, yeah, very good.
Velünk van az élet
We know it.
tudjuk.
We know it. It's great, fantastic. Congratulations. It's to unknown rather than to know. And your direct confirmation is your feeling of freedom inside.
Visszaigazol téged mindenben, hogy ez igaz,
Your feeling of aliveness.
az, hogy élettelében képzelünk meg.
Shaking off.
Lerázod magadról a régi dolgokat.
Okay?
Thank you, Nitya.
Thank you.
Köszönöm neked, én is köszönöm.
If you wait, you will miss.
Vársz, akkor el fogod mulasztani.
Is it also okay without a question?
Hmm?
Is it also okay without a question?
Yeah.
Only two.
Yeah.
But maybe to share something. While you were in Vienna for, I think, for 2 or 3 years, and
When she was in Vienna and 3 years ago.
but I have to say, and after that I have experienced that somehow if I would be a gate or something, or maybe a black hole, and so my daughter told me something, there was what to say, I got it, and it was gone. And then I have this experience that there is nothing, it just only gone through me. And for 2 or 3 months I could really see this thing during a meditation. The instruction was that we have to observe a thing, thought, right? And that the thought is coming, there is here, and it's gone. And I know there was a thought, and after a second, I just somehow realized that I think it over, or it rise with me. So I talked already that how will it be better for me, or
Yes.
I was somehow in it. I thought I was observe a thought, only just a thought. I wasn't there, and after a second, I was in it, and I just somehow could see it, that I had to slow down. I had to slow down, and there was a point where is the thought, and somehow it's really really tiny thing, like a, I don't know, fatule, curtain or something, comes to it, just a second, and it's done. Magától értetődik. Obvious that then it's obvious that they are together, and it raised with this thought, and it was really like a black hole, and I could make somehow a circle in me, and there is really nothing in it, nothing where the thought is, nothing. So really, it's a joke. Sorry. So, I don't
And
know.
how come we experience through such thing? Isn't that amazing? That we are experiencing through something which cannot be seen.
It's just here.
That we are experiencing through something which cannot be seen, and simply it is here, right now, always. This something which cannot be seen is wherever your body moves, wherever your mind moves, whatever is seen is seen through something which cannot be seen. But can you deny it? Can you deny it? Who doesn't have that? Please raise your hand if you don't have it. So you see, everyone has it. And from there, or here, this body is felt. This body is felt through senses. The thoughts are appearing. The whole worlds are appearing. from that what cannot be seen. And you know it is here. So our essence cannot be seen. Don't wait for seeing this. Because it will not be seen the way we see objects. The way we see object, I mean also, it will not manifest you as a state. If it will manifest you as a state, don't buy it. Because it will go. It will not manifest. Because it was never a moment it was not. It was never a moment it was not. You were not as this body. For sure. Hundreds of years ago. This body was not here. This mind was not here. Then this body mind appeared. And in this body mind, we as a human beings, we have a capacity to contemplate that would never appear. And some of them contemplate that much that they discover that they are not the body, they are not the mind. They put their trust into something which you cannot see, you cannot experience, but you just intuitively know that it cannot be denied. It's an absolute capitalization. Bam. We can have, and we have, this intuitive feeling. All else is a spiritual or psychological, philosophical, existential fantasies. Temporary fantasies. As you look at the human kingdom, we had a lot of that. There is nothing wrong to it, it's just temporary. But this, what is temporary, can lead you to your nature. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. The world is manifesting so much for us because we still believe that it can give us something. You still believe that it will give you something. It arose from desire. Your parents met, there was desire, there was love, making love. And the child was born, made of desire. And same now. Look what kind of desire you have. You have desires for wealth, you have desire for man or woman, you have desire for things, you have your ambition, you are so ambitious. So you manifest this. If you have desire to know the truth, real desire to know the truth, it will be also revealed. What you want, you get. It's so simple, really. If you really, life will, it's showing you what you really want.
Az élet mindig megmutatja, mire vágysz, vagy amit akarsz.
There is nothing bad. It's not a judgment. I'm not judging this.
És ezzel semmi rossz nincsen.
Namaste.
Namaste.
At first, I would like to say a very big thank you because
Hálás köszönetet szeretnék mondani neked.
it's been like struck by an arrow.
Like.
Struck by an arrow.
Okay.
Like arrow truth. So
Igazság
it is
vonala.
even a bit difficult to not fall in love with the teaching because it's so
Vagy nehéz, hogy ne essek szerelembe a tanítás.
so straightforward.
Annyira egyszerű és nyilvánvalóan rámutat.
And I think it's because I've been a person who always waits for the blessing from God or
Várta az áldást, hogy megérkezzen.
but it is more like
Inkább arra hasonlít,
it's more like a game.
hogy egy játék lenne csak az
Ja.
egész.
You're playing with yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Nem önmagadban játszol.
Absolutely.
Teljes mértékben.
Yeah.
In a way, it's very lively. But
We can entertain ourselves whole life. It can be such an entertainment our whole life. We can entertain ourselves in our brains.
Élménybe is tudjuk szórakoztatni magunkat.
but it is also entertaining,
Ez a szórakoztatás.
whatever you call it, the wholeness.
Nevezni.
It's a game of the Supreme.
Ez az isteni játéka.
Continue.
I don't know if infinite has finiteness,
Végtelenség.
so probably not. So I don't know how long the game will last.
Meddig tart az egész.
Don't be bothered by that.
No, I'm not,
Nem
because
aggódsz.
you said to continue.
Nem aggódsz.
I tried.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
Folytassam.
bothered with it.
Great. It's like, there is a recognition of truth.
Az igazságot felismered,
you let it really, I mean, nothing can be done, but you just let it evaporate all of you, and then just watching. I don't want to say too much because already I said too much about this. It's nothing can be said. Even saying enjoying too much. Whole fuel goes out, everything goes out. It's like you have, in the life we have a feeling of having a lot. It's when we are a person, when we believe we are a person, when we believe we are body, it's like feels quite dense and alive and a lot. And the more rich or the more ambitious or the more things you have, it feels even more. And then with this knowing, with this recognition, it's like all this, it's like you have a balloon and the whole air goes out. It just goes out and you cannot find yourself anywhere. And you cannot find yourself, you have, you not have, it's just nothing. But there is such a freedom inside and such like ease. Yeah.
If I can ask, do you discriminate between or make distinction between attention and presence?
Yes. Attention is a tool. Attention is a tool of the mind. Because you can see the attention. Attention can be seen. The movement of attention can be seen. Is seen. Awareness is. You are. So there is nothing wrong to attention. It's sometimes a good tool for us to rest. Only this. Yeah, because the attention which is attentive, it is still subtle, very subtle mind. But this is like a door, It is like a door. So you see the door. This attention. So it is like I'm saying sometimes redirect yourself. Redirect yourself to yourself. So it's like a subtle mind door. Okay. It's known now. Something like that. You confirm this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My question was driven of the situation where you can kind of slow your mind or press it where it belongs. So
it will be. You might find yourself that it will be happening for a while. This little subtle movement, and at some point you will see it will not happen. It is good that it's like wisdom is doing it also at the moment. It's wisdom doing it. You found something which works actually, and so it's like a pointer, no? And you use this pointer, but at some point it will also go. It would be not necessary. You don't have to wait for it. It's not a problem to make this, you know. It's a bliss to do it, actually. When you find a practice which works for you directly, it's a bliss to use this. Not be ashamed by that, because we have such a spiritual, sometimes fantasies of judgments. Are you still doing something? Why not? Why not?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I liked how you said that inner confirmation is aliveness and a sense of freedom. And I think it changes a little bit also how you get the inner confirmation of the beingness. Last year, after your retreat, for 3-4 months, the seeing was very intense and clear. And the inner confirmation was inner laughter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I understood that. Yes, I am that. I am this. I'm that. I'm there.
Yeah.
But then this laughter became less intense. Then I thought, am I losing it, or is it just changing? Yeah. But another strange mechanism I wanted to ask about is that when I feel this big sense of freedom, then mind gets very euphoric about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the interest in the world increases.
Yeah.
Because there's so much more colors in life.
Yes.
And then I really want to play. So at the same time, I'm sinking into the truth, and then the interest, there becomes more interest in the world. So
Yes.
it's kind of strange, because it is said you are free when you lose interest in the world.
Okay, yeah, it's good you are pointing this. Mm-hmm. The usefulness of sentences is just for a while. Thanks God. Otherwise, life would be so damn boring. It will be super boring. It will be super dense. It wouldn't be open. You have to twist yourself million times. Million times. So this is the nature of life. To just be open, and let go every time, everything. So, as you said, from after the retreat last year, the inner confirmation was this inner laughter. But then something after a couple of months, and you gets that. It just gets that. Naturally gets that. It even doesn't need confirmation of the laughter. It's nothing. It's not bad. It's good. It's like new is coming. Because it's not only laughter which confirms this. Really. You don't have to repeat yourself this. What it's gonna be next, we don't have to know. It will just come. It will just come. And in that moment, very often is some kind of crisis. We have a crisis with this. As you said, you have the feeling, maybe I lost it. I went through this, and I know many people going through this, so it's like a little bit like, oh. But then like, but what can be gone? It's like, there doesn't have to be inner laughter, inner joy, inner ecstasy, nothing, really nothing. And what you say about aliveness is very natural, as it goes hand in hand with truth. Really, it goes hand in hand with truth, because there is no fear anymore for life. So you naturally want to enjoy it. It's not you want, it's just blasters. But I'm happy also that you see it in a way that you I'm happy what you said, that you see it. You can go with it, and also you see it, you know? At some point you will lose having opinion about it. When we look at the children, when at the young children, how do they look when they are young? They are totally in the moment. They don't know why. They have no idea what they know, because they know nothing. They just enjoy. And when we look at them, we are like, we are getting this happiness sometimes even. It's like, So at some point we will be like this. You will be doing what you will be doing. There will be no opinion about it. But the phase of growing up in satsang is this way. There will be many sign of confirmation for you inwardly, inside. But as I said, the sentence is temporary. The useness of sentence is temporary. The using of pointing will be temporary. It will do its job, like the laughter. Something new might come. You will not keep one sentence with your whole life.
I thought that this is the only thing I can kind of cling on to.
It will stop. It will stop. Some things will be happening, of course. That's why I'm saying, thank you, God, for existence to be so all the time, because otherwise it will be boring. But there will be moment when really, I don't know where it stops in here, but at some point, there is no analyzing of anything whatsoever. But there was a time where I had to make the room clean in a way, you know? It's like self-inquiry is in a way making the room clean. So I know what is what. Okay, this is it. This is it. Okay, yes, 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 yes. And then when you know, it will just go. There will be no need. But also enjoy this right now. Don't wait for this moment which I'm talking about. Really, don't wait. You cannot fast forward. None of us can fast forward. I don't even know when it exactly happened in here. I don't know when exactly. It was like unrecognizable almost. I just noticed after maybe 2-3 years that it was gone. So there will be different phases and enjoy them. And again, I will repeat, the usefulness of something which is our confirmation for truth will be changing. It's just for a moment, gone. And then you'll find joy in this. I don't have to keep this. I don't have to keep this. It will leave you when it's done.
I was used of having this thirstiness for many, many years. And when last year this thirstiness, this hunger, it disappeared. I don't have it anymore. That means I don't meditate anymore. I'm not as committed as I was before. I'm just living in the world, and then I'm kind of thinking, am I deceiving myself? Or that I'm just in the beingness and living my life, or what? But it's not here anymore, this thirstiness.
And this is the most important. This is the most, this thirstiness is, if it's not there, this is the most important. And then, I mean, like a tree. Like a tree, like a flower, like anything else. You just exist, doing what's happening. When the thirst arrives again, then it will be, maybe it will be invitation for a little bit of inquiry, if it's necessary. But don't bother. Don't predict this. You will recognize it on suffering, that you suffer. If you see my life, it's really not much spiritual life I have. Really. No, completely normal, like everybody, like the trees. I'm just doing what I'm doing where I am. Enjoying also. It's like I fired myself. I really fired myself at some point. And it's not like I'm suddenly like, yeah, wow, it's great, fantastic, really. I couldn't say that. Just as you say, the thirst is not there. I cannot force the thirst. Sometimes people ask me to do something to that I should have this thirst, that I have to do something, but I don't have this thirst. I'm just going with the flow, but the thirst is just not there. It just expires.
I think I don't have thirst for God anymore, but I have thirst for the world. I used to have so much thirst for God.
Okay, so just enjoy thirst for the world now. It's not wrong. I mean, you are here, no? You are here, so you can enjoy. Why not? Why not? If the thirst for God is fulfilled. If it will be gone, something happens to remind you.
In the morning's meditation, my mind started taking pleasure from past and some future thoughts, and then I realized that I don't have to go there. I have this right here. And then I try to just rest in the moment, seeing that this is the real pleasure, which is here. But still, when I have a choice of taking pleasure from past or future, or taking it from here, I don't know why we make the choice of taking it from the mind, from some thoughts, when I could take it from reality, from the presence. Why are there so much sweetness in some thoughts, in some fantasies?
Okay, this is a good question. Because something in us believes that it gives happiness. That something in, or it is not fully done self-inquiry in the moment, you know, that something really believes that there is some juice in the future, in the past, in the mind. I don't really know how to say, you guys, but for it's in here, it's like this. I really don't mind. Really, like inside, I really don't mind what's happening. Our thoughts and our desires, they are also scream for the truth. But we just place the scream elsewhere. So if you find in self-inquiry the thought which tells you about suffering, about the pleasure somewhere, I mean, don't judge it, don't do anything about it, because it's already here. But face this. If you really are lacking at the moment, any of us in this moment, check really if this moment when we are in presence is really lacking anything. Because it is, in a way, you have to see it. I can talk about it for a million years. But if you will not check it, my talking is pointless. You have to check it if it's fulfilling or not. And when you check, you will know. And okay, somebody maybe thinks that it's one checking and it should be great forever. No, check every time. Every time there is a doubt. I don't know if you heard about the story about Ramakrishna. Maybe I told already this story last retreat. Maybe I will repeat it again. Really, there is nothing wrong in our desires.
You mean about the clothes?
Yes. You see? Again, I wanted to say it, so I'm gonna say it again. Something wants to remind it. So Ramakrishna had at some point a fantasy. He was a saint of India. Awakened sage. And at some point of his life, he had a fantasy after being awakened for a long time to wear beautiful silk clothes, like beautiful, beautiful silk clothes. And our spirituality will say, what? What? He's not saint. He's not real master. He has ego. He's bad. We turn the other direction. We don't want to have such a master. And you know what he did? He just bought these clothes the most expensive clothes. He went to the most expensive store and bought the most expensive clothes. And he was really happy for a moment. He was really happy for a moment. He saw himself in the mirror like, feels so great. He checked this, fulfilled his desire. And a couple of minutes after he put these clothes away and put it to the Ganga. Again, somebody will say, wow, so good. It is so good. He really rejects everything. We are coming back to him. He is good. Good master. I want to be with him now. He knows. So we all do the same. We follow him without the knowledge, without the knowing. We take off our clothes and we put everything to Ganga. I'm such a good disciple. I'm really happy with myself. I did well. But inside I don't feel well. I'm just copying somebody. I'm just producing a religion in this moment. I put the rules on myself. I put the rules, what is good, what is bad. I put the rules on society. I'm harming myself, actually. I'm putting a crime on myself. This is crazy. So there's really nothing wrong in this, in what's happening in these brains, in these desires. You just have to have a curious mind, curious being, and check. You really believe wealth will make you happy? You really believe? Fantastic. Do it. I'm serious, do it. Be super rich. Be super, super rich. Have all the money. You have to fulfill this desire to know. You really believe that you will have a child and you will be super, super happy. It will give you happiness till the rest of your life. Or you find a boyfriend and he will make you happy. And it will last till the end of life. Super happy, only, all the time, great. Because he's waiting for you somewhere. Your soulmate is somewhere there waiting to make you happy, basically. His role is to make you happy, non-stop, unconditionally. Fantastic, just do it. Just do it and check this. For first 6 months you have this feeling, yes, it happened actually. I got it. It was like I was imagining, I was believing. You are very ambitious and you want to make a super great career. And this career will be a proof that you are worth it. That you mean something. You are really very successful man or woman. And it's fantastic. Everybody admires you because you are so wise. You're wisest than everybody. There is nobody as wise as you, really. You are the wisest of all. And you are imagining yourself, what can I do more to be more wise? What can I study more? What can I do more? Then I will be admired by others and by myself. Only then I will fulfill this luck. I'm saying it's not a judgment. Check these things out. You will have to check these things out yourself. But you know what? There are some smart people. There are some smarter people, I would say. They observe. They observe their friends. their boyfriend, girlfriend, they observe. They observe their parents.
barátokat, szülőket,
They observe their experiences.
megvizsgálják a tapasztalásaikat,
Really deeply observe
nagyon mélyre,
what's happening around.
mi történik.
And they see, oh my God, this wanted to have so much money. I really go closer and I will see how happy he is.
Megnézem, hogy boldog lesz.
I come closer.
Közelebb megyek, nézem.
Well,
Hát,
kind of. Kind of.
kapufal.
I see this couple, oh my God, they are amazing. They are amazing together. It's really amazing.
A pár, ők a tökéletes pár, hollywoodi.
My belief in this rises because I see they are so amazing. So you come closer.
Megvizsgálom őket, nézzük csak a csodálatos párocskákat.
You deeply listen. You deeply watch.
Nézem őket, figyelem,
And you see,
és látom.
is it only happiness there?
Csak boldogság van.
Unconditional, always. Is it any guarantee there? At some point, one of them is dying or is getting sick.
Beteg lesz,
Is there any guarantee there?
van biztosítás.
Does it really fulfill you fully, fully, fully?
Teljesen ki tud tölteni.
So the smarter way is just to observe. Not only you don't have to have this all shitty experiences.
És nehéz és meg.
Really,
Nem kell,
you don't have to take all of them. Smart people don't have to do it.
kell minden szerepet magunkra húzni, hogy jó,
You don't have to take all suffering on yourself. You can just observe and just compare. You are wise to see.
legyél költségét, hogy láss.
And then you see, okay, when I go too much here, ah.
Nem megyek, ott vagyok,
You yourself also having that experiences.
megvannak.
Because some people, they are such a heroes.
Vannak hősök az életben,
They want to take it all.
mindenkinek
Heroes. It's like real fighters.
igazi harcos.
Or we could say they are that stupid. I would rather say they are stupid. It's just lack of concentration, lack of,
Nem figyelnek, nem koncentrálnak,
how to call it?
hogy nevezzem ezt.
Yeah, maybe concentration.
Nevezzük figyelemnek, koncentrációnak.
Because these things are obvious.
Ezek nyilvánvalóak.
So this projected desires, they have to be fulfilled some point. But then once you get the lesson about something, let's say in wealth, in relationship, and anything, once you get the lesson, please tell me, do you have to repeat this lesson 25 times?
Mondd meg nekem, hogy
Or you are smart to say, stop,
Mányi azt mondta, hogy jó, elég volt.
when you recognize the mistake you are making.
Veszed a hibát, amit elkövetsz mindig.
Immediately
Azonnal,
react.
a pillanatban.
Immediately.
Reagálj.
When you discover, oh, it doesn't work,
Ugyanaz a következtődnek.
don't repeat it.
Ne ismételj.
This is so-called wisdom in life. We don't have to do it again and again.
Nem kell újból és újból ugyanazt elkövetni.
This is why self-inquiry is invented.
Ezért ír az önvizsgálat.
In self-inquiry, you can see these things.
Az önvizsgálatban
You can see these things clearly. If you are not in self-inquiry,
nem csinálod ezt a vizsgálatot.
you're just repeating the same mistakes 25 times
25-ször,
life.
többször is.
And your life feels like tiring,
És fárasztó lesz az élet.
boring,
Unalmas.
without the taste, it feels like dense.
Teljes.
There is nothing fresh in it, there is only
Nem lesz.
repetition of memory all the time. Same stuff coming in.
Ugyanazokat a köröket újra és újra.
But when you have this self-inquiry attitude, you find a mistake, oh wow. Another, out, another out.
Szerepelsz és dobálsz ki.
And you can experience something new in this life.
Hát még valami újat is meg tudsz tapasztalni.
You'll be amazed in every moment.
Találkozhatsz.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm really not speaking anything. I'm really not speaking anything here which is like something not common sense.
Ami nem lenne teljesen hétköznapi értelmevével érthető.
We are just, lazy to wait that somebody will save us.
Hát, ha valaki megment minket,
That something will save us.
valami megment.
Either a person, either a teaching, or God,
Isten, tanár,
different variation of
különböző formái,
our philosophy saves me.
filozófiának majd megment minket.
Even our life, this body is the product of desire. There is nothing wrong to it.
Az életünkben ez a test is a végeredménye a vágyaknak.
This is a product of desire. Everything is a product of kind of life.
Az életnek a terméke, produktumok.
Inquire deeply within, what do you want?
Vizsgálódjál meg belőle, mit szeretnél,
What do you want?
mit szeretnél igazán.
What do you really want?
Mi az, amit igazából szeretnél.
If your deep want is for truth,
Az igazi vágyakozásod, amit szeretnél, az igazság,
to discover the source of this all mess here,
az egész
to discover the source of yourself,
saját magad forrását megtalál,
it will manifest, it will just be delivered.
meg fog jelenni, és ki fogják hozni neked.
But also don't sleep. Be active in it, in a way.
Figyelj,
In this non-activity, be active.
nem aktivitásban legyél aktív,
Well, how you achieve any goal?
hogyan érsz el
By putting some attention there,
bármilyen kell irányítani,
putting some love there. Love, attention.
szeretetet gyűjt oda.
Same here. It will not come like funny way without your at least effort to discriminate what is eternal and what is not.
Az addig juss el, hogy meg tud különböztetni, hogy mi a múlva.
And also it seems that for us to even be at the stage of making this discrimination,
Ahhoz, hogy eljussunk ebbe az állapotig, hogy ezt meg tudjuk tenni, ezt a szétválasztást.
this body mind also has to be in a way prepared, I would say.
Még az elménket is, a testünket is
So it is
részben
it is concentrate enough
eléggé koncentrált ahhoz,
to survive the inquiry in the way that it will just really see what is eternal and what is not.
elég erős legyen hozzá, hogy meg tudja vizsgálni a dolgokat, és meg tudja különböztetni a valóst és a valótlan.
It is there is the saying in the Bible with this, I don't know how to say it in English, shevtza.
Hogy mondják ezt a szót?
Shevtza, it's about the one who was putting grains into the field. How is it in English?
Planting seeds.
Yeah, planting seeds. So there was the guy who was planting seeds, and he was putting these seeds into different sour, into different kind of grounds.
Különböző talajok.
In this case, you are the ground.
Ebben az esetben te vagy a példázat szerinti föld.
So there is a rocky ground.
A sziklás talaj, ahogy
I'm just a little bit changing the story because I don't remember it very well, but I will try.
nem tökéletes alapon visszaapítani.
Okay.
Ez az én verzióm.
So there is a rocky ground
Van a sziklás talaj,
where you put these grains
ahol kiszórod a magukat.
when we are not ready to hear the truth.
Ez azt jelképezi, amikor
You put these grains and nothing much is growing from it.
sok minden történik, semmi sem fog növekedni ezekből a magokból.
Then there is a ground where it lands.
Van egy olyan talaj, ahol
It's kind of recognized, the words are kind of recognized,
be tudja fogadni a szavaikat,
but there is no discernment and commitment.
nincsen elég megkülönböztetés,
So you kind of know it, but it's like,
és elhatározott.
yes,
Igen, talán
you prepare the ground.
eljutészte a talajt először,
And there is a soil where you just put this
és van egy olyan föld, amiről ez a magul,
when we are ready, and it's just you put a little bit water here and there,
cibó, pici víz,
and it just grows and flower.
tökéletesen.
This is not a judgment, because all of us, we have a stages in our life of rock ground,
Attól függ, hogy milyen
sandy ground, and the good soil. We have all of these stages in our life.
milyen talajok vagyunk éppen, hombos talaj, sziklás talaj, jó kis hús,
Prepare this instrument, this body mind, to hear the message.
készítsék elő ezt a test elmet, ezt a szerkezetet, hogy befogadhassa az üzenetet.
First of all, coming for satsang, coming for retreats, it's already a huge step, a really huge step.
És amit már megtettél, hogy eljöttél egy elvonásra, és itt ülsz szatszangon.
Because there's water giving.
A víz öntöz mindenkit.
And now I'm just saying these words just when you are on this retreat, just take it as something important and be as
Te most itt vagy ezen az elvonáson.
be super present.
Legyél
As I
szuper
said.
jelenlétként, ahogy már mondtam.
And if you want that, it will come.
Számodra, hogy itt vagy. És majd meglátod, mi lesz.
But it's not kind of want that. I kind of want that. There is difference, and I kind of want it somewhere in the background.
Egy kicsit akarom, valahol hát,
Then I really want that.
hogy én tényleg ezt akarom.
The wanting is like being ready not almost, being ready to die, to know.
Ha nagyon akarod, az fölkészít téged, hogy meg tudj halni spirituális értelemben még ma.
And actually, I said the truth because to know it, we are dying.
Akkor haldok vagy,
Really.
tényleg.
Like in meditation, we are dying.
Meditáció egy
When we do the meditation properly,
ha igazán jól csinálod,
everything expires.
minden feloldódik,
Everything expires.
minden eltűnik.
The thoughts are coming and going, eventually passing. The sensation coming and going, eventually passing. You are dead, but consciously.
De tudatosan ahol
So we are checking that there is something immortal,
van valami halhatatlan ezek szerint,
which doesn't come and go,
és sosem jön vagy megy.
while our personality disappears, while our judgments disappears,
Az ítélkezésünk eltűnik,
while our sensation and attachment to body disappears. When we see this right in meditation, then we will not have a fear of death. Because this is the same, only a deeper. Okay, too much words. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.